I really, really want your happiness to come through. I want anything that you want. I want your dreams to come through. I'm just a mere old vessel, just making sure that you get what you need to get.
Race, give me the bass. I beat the case, so give me them 808s. I'm surfing on the vibe, we feeling so alive. Headed to the top, I'm in overdrive. Race, give me the bass. I beat the case, so give me them 808s.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's your man with a plan, Coach Brandon, and welcome to another episode of the Sailing Sail Show. The Sailing Sail Show is a place where you will be enlightened, you will be educated, you will be entertained, but I'm going to push you to excellence. You know what I mean? And I want you to know that I can help you. Yes, I can help you. And you, and you, and you, and everybody. You might say, well, how did I, or how will I do that? Well, a couple things. So in the last video, I told you kind of who I am. In the first video, I told you what I do. And now I'm going to talk about how I can help you. The reason I can help you is this, because I am you. And I addressed that before. The person who works a 9-to-5, the person who's been in corporate America, the person who has a business idea and wants to get it off the ground, or the person who already has a business, because I have a few, the person that has a business and they're like, you know what? We need to grow financially. We need to figure some things out. We need to make sure that our sales numbers are going up, that our employees are happy, that our idea is actually going to be bought and purchased by people, and that this is good, and that delivery of content or whatever we're doing, the products we're selling, is going to be appeasing and pleasing to the masses. I can help you because I was the guy in that sales role, and that account executive role, and that customer success role. And I had to get a book of business, right? And say, okay, how can I sell my book of business? These products that my company has and I'm selling for, how can I make sure that the sales numbers are up, and how can I make sure that I'm hitting my bonuses and commissions? Because we all know money is very, very important, right? So how do we figure this out? This is why I can help. The why behind all of this is because I believed in my heart of hearts that everything I was doing wasn't in vain, right? And a lot of people don't actually know a few things. What I found is a lot of folks don't know how money actually works as it pertains to sales. You know how it works as it pertains to spending. So if you have money in your pocket, you can pull it out, give it to someone, they can exchange it for Tinder, and then they can buy a product. But what they really don't understand is when you have a business or you're in a sales role, how do you carry forward, right? How do you make sure that you properly forecast your numbers so that you can hit that target that's in front of you, or that sales goal, or that amount of money you want to see in a bank account? Or even personally, you probably have a financial goal and you're like, you know what? I need to go from making $5,000 a month to $9,000 a month. I need to go from making $10,000 a month to $20,000 a month. It's a dream, but to actually make it happen is a whole nother deal. And so I can help you because I've actually had to do it. When I started off in my career, I was making minimum wage. A lot of people don't know that. What you see today, and for people who know me personally, what you see today was 15 years of work and pressure and hardships and pain. But 15 years of me being able to calculate, properly forecast, not only for the position I was in, but personally and everything else I had going on, right? So this is how I did it in my career. I've always been a sales guy. That's where I kind of found what I was going to do. That's where I kind of made my bones, so to speak, or how I was going to make the money I'm making now, or I was going to make in the future, or I am going to make in the future. So I had a sales target in front of me, and I had to sell a product for a company, and I had to figure out, okay, how can I put this in the most amount of hands to make sure I get the most amount of outcomes? And it all starts with your productivity. So if you're in a sales role, or you're in any revenue generating, customer facing role, productivity is going to be everything, because if you don't produce, then nothing happens. A good friend of mine always used to say, you know, Brandon, just don't do nothing. Always be doing something. And so I had to figure out a few things. One, how was I going to put this product in people's hands for them to buy it? And two, how was that going to affect my numbers in a positive way so that obviously I can get paid the most I can get paid and live the lifestyle I want to live? And that's how I always saw it. When it comes to entrepreneurs and businesses, especially small businesses, see, the difference is with a small business and a medium-sized business and a very large business. Larger businesses tend to have what a lot of small businesses don't have, and that's connections to a lot of capital at probably, I would say, all at once or just diversified into a lot of areas. All right. So we take like a Uber or a Tesla, like a really big company like that. The people who founded those companies probably had a whole lot of connections, or a lot of it is grassroots, but they have, from what I found, my educated opinions, they have ways of finding the capital in ways small businesses kind of don't. Small businesses are kind of like hustlers, they kind of start from the bottom, right? And I have a book discussing starting from the bottom called Poverty to a Penthouse that I wrote. That's more like a blueprint of kind of what I've did in my life. But the smaller businesses, they always start at a kind of bottom point and they're just hustling their way up. Like they're making phone calls, they're reaching out to their family, they're saying, I have an idea. Shoot, I did it. I have an idea I need you to support and I need to get it off the ground now and I don't know how I'm going to do it. Then as it starts to roll, they look for funding. They try to get their sales numbers up. These are things people do. And the great thing is I've done it all. So I totally understand it. When I started my rental car business, I had to purchase all those cars myself. I didn't have someone I can just reach out to and say, hey, I need about 120,000 so I can buy these 4 or 5 cars. I had to literally take the money I was making from my job, take the money I was saving up, take the money I had in my, other accounts and buy all those cars myself and start that business. It's the same with selling sales, right? Starting a business, no matter how big or small it is, it takes money. All right. Let's not be confused. It takes money. And I had to self-fund a lot of what I have now. Here's how I did it. Here's some secret sauce. I did it through my 9-to-5, which was a sales role where I can control my income and I can make a whole lot of commissions. Right? So you might ask, that sounds good, Coach Brandon, but what the heck does this have to do with me? I'll go back to the beginning of the video. This is why I can help you. This is why I know I can, because I actually did it. And if you're in a marginalized group, if you look like me, and I know, too, how difficult it is for us to have to not only break down these doors, go into these customer facing roles, go into these revenue generated roles, the things we're going to be up against as we do it. And as we try to, strive forward to make sure that we're living the lifestyle we dream of, or at least we're happy and secure in the way we need to be. And so because I've had to do it for so long, and guess what? I'm still there. Ain't nothing changed. I got a small business myself. That's going to be eventually a very large one, but I got a small to medium sized business. I took a little bit of an exit from corporate America, but that wasn't too long ago. I'm still in this grind with you. And so that's why I know I can help you. And I'm not saying that what I'm going to give you is a silver bullet or a magic pill, but it does work. And I know it works because it's worked for many years, right? Like I was telling you before in my book, Poverty to a Penthouse, I talk about this. I talk about the beginnings and how I took the certain steps and the proper steps to get to where I'm at now. And a lot of it had to do with hard work, determination, and grit. But a whole lot of it had to do with personal calculations, because let's just be real. I wouldn't have what I have now if I didn't have the income to be able to get the things I get. So if you're listening to this and you're like, you know what? I think what this brother's saying is good. I want you to tune in. I want you to like this video. I want you to comment. I want you to share. I want you to subscribe. I think this information has to be out there, and the time is now, right? I think especially for folks who might have gotten laid off. A lot of companies did a lot of layoffs recently. For folks who have a small business and they were brave. You guys, if you have a small business and you're going out on your own, you leave your stable job, you're really brave. That type of bravery is not for everyone. And you're probably looking for some answers. Or if you have the answers, you're probably just looking for some enhancements or some help. That's where I come in. All right. So this channel is there for that. I want you to like, comment, share, subscribe. Also want you to buy the book, or, I'll come out with an audio version of the book soon, Poverty to a Penthouse, which if you come from where I come from, it'll be a good thing for you. It's a great read. It's a good blueprint. And what I want you to do is send me an email. All right. My email is BW. That's B as in boy, W as in whale, .sailingsales@gmail.com. And let's have a chat. Let's talk about it, right? One-on-one coaching is something I love to do. It's an intimate thing where I get to know you a little more, I get to know your business a little more, and then I get to give you some of the secret sauce, some stuff I did. So yeah, I'm very excited. If you're watching this and you tune in, I appreciate you. I really, really want your happiness to come through. I want anything that you want. I want your dreams to come through. I'm just a mere old vessel, just making sure that you get what you need to get. All right. And one thing I know is that it's my time, it's your time, it's our time. Let's make it count. Until next time. Peace. See you later.
Look, I am the voice. On top of the world, straight to the money, no other choice. If I were the world like Nas and Lauren, I would take back all the golden oil. I would take back all the beautiful blacks and bring them back on their home soil. I live life like a vacation. Took my bae on a vacation. I used to slave, now I'm the boss. I got myself off the plantation.